What's going on, guys? This is Snoop603 from Shustybang, and welcome to the 12th episode of my Battlefield 4 weapon reviews. In today's video, I'm going to go over the PDW-R. The PDW-R is available for the Engineer class only, and to unlock it, you need to earn 28,000 points with PDWs. A little bit of weapon info for you on the PDW-R. The country of origin is the United States. Fire modes are semi-auto and fully automatic. The rate of fire is 750 rounds per minute, and it fires the 5.56 by 45mm NATO rounds. The ammo capacity is 30 rounds plus one in the chamber, with reload times of 2.5 seconds with at least one bullet chambered, and 3.4 seconds when you run the magazine completely dry. The damage stats for the PDW-R is 25 hit points of damage per bullet out to 8 meters, and it trails down to a minimum of 15.4 hit points of damage per bullet out to 50 meters. When you factor in the 2x first shot multiplier, the PDW-R has lower than average recoil stats, with 0.15 degrees of recoil pulling left, 0.26 degrees vertical, and 0.35 degrees of recoil pulling right. I have to start off by saying that I've never flip-flopped on a gun in BF4 more than I have in the PDW-R. My experience with this gun was more hot and cold than my attitude regarding Battlefield 4's playability over the past 2 months. At times I felt like this gun really suffered from role confusion, like we had mentioned regarding some weapons in Battlefield 3. After looking up the stats of this weapon though, and truly understanding where its strong points are, I really started to fall in love with it. There are a few things that stand out to me about the PDW-R. First off, the stability. With a lower than average vertical recoil and respectable horizontal recoil stats, I felt comfortable with this gun whether or not I was aiming down sights or hip firing. It's not an evenly balanced recoil like some other guns, as it slightly favors pulling to the right, but that's easy enough to compensate for if you can remember that while engaging enemies. Second, the damage stats. At 15.4 hit points of damage per bullet out to 50 meters, it actually has a better long-range damage stat than all but 2 other PDWs. It's not an ideal long-range weapon by any means, but it does enough damage to at least scare people off at range. Lastly, and most importantly, another feature worth noting is the PDW-R spread stats. Compared to the rest of the PDWs, the PDW-R has a slightly higher than average spread when firing down sights while stationary. However, like a few other select PDWs, the PDW-R has a slightly lower than average spread while stationary and firing from the hip, and shooting either down sights or from the hip while on the move. What does that mean? To get the most out of this gun, you're better off shooting it while on the move, regardless of how you're firing, as you'll have a better or tighter spread than most other PDWs. My preferred setup for the PDW-R is the Coyote red dot sight, a laser sight, and a suppressor. This gun is ideally suited to the close to mid-range, and given that the spread stats are slightly better than most PDW-Rs, you really should be using a laser sight to play to its strengths as a hip-firing machine. I'm going to give the PDW-R a 4 out of 5. The only thing I can knock the PDW-R on is the longer than average reload times. I know I just spent 2 minutes telling you how good this gun is, but that long reload time is actually pretty significant. At 3.4 seconds to reload after you've run it dry, that's an eternity in close quarters engagements where this gun is best suited. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this weapon review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you could please like and share the video, as well as check out other videos as I do more than just these weapon reviews. I'd like to thank Symthic.com for supplying the information to help make these weapon reviews. Last but not least, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks guys, I'll catch you in the next video.